you need to come to the Midwest. She's like, I know Iowa State's a good school. She used to work here. So I applied. I got accepted in March. What are we in? March 2015. I came in here focusing on college readiness with students of color within community-based organizations. Over the past, so this is my second year now, my last semester of coursework. Over the past year and a half, my way of looking at this education system, and particularly like pre-service teachers programs, it's been shifting. I've been looking at this education system and students in different ways than I was when I walked in here. I was looking at college access as these students they need some help, right? I was still kind of thinking a deficit perspective. Like they're still lacking something, right? Even though all this experiences I had, I've seen how powerful these young people are. I still like college access. They need something. Like they're lacking something. And then I started thinking, I'm like, what's the institution, right? It's this place that is not really prepared and not preparing these young people to get here. So then I started looking at like the way we're teaching, like the pedagogy that we're using, right? The way we're being trained to be teachers, to go into these classrooms. And I tell my class a lot, like, some of the ways that we're being taught to teach can be oppressive, can be dehumanized, right? Dehumanize some of our students. And it took me, and it's tough to say that because I'm not attacking it. Like, I know you all want to go in there and do some great things, right? You're passionate, you want to help or work with some people. I don't like using the word help because I look at the word help like they're lacking something, right? I say I work with them. We cultivate some things. So I know you all have great intentions, but the way that we are trained and socialized to go into these systems and school systems may not be best for some of these students who you may work with, right? And so I challenge you all, and I told my class this, question these method courses you take. Question not just like social theory courses, like question a lot of stuff that's going on. And it's okay to be critical, question that stuff. Because ultimately when you get into a classroom, you're going to be responsible for developing some young people. And I'm sure you all had good experiences and bad experiences in the education system. And you know how powerful it is as educators, a teacher, saying something to a kid or making a kid feel a certain way, right? Like, it's powerful. So over the last year and a half, I've been doing work in a Latino-based organization here in Des Moines. And they're all high school students. And I walked in there thinking college access. They're lacking something. But now I'm working with these young people, and I call it we're countering the dehumanization that they experience in the public education system. We're using a liberating pedagogy, I call it, right? Like we're walking into this space with these high school students and saying, you're asset knowledge holders, like you're knowledge holders, you have assets. Let's share knowledge. Let's co-construct knowledge. And what this has done to these young people, we have one student here who's a freshman now who was in this program. And this is, I'm not trying to toot my horn or like, I'm not saying I'm the reason why he's here. That's not it, right? That's not it. I'm part of it. Just a little part of it. So it's not a toot Carlos's horn. It's a methodology and it's approach to teaching that we've used with these young people that allows them to share their knowledge with us, right? That allows us to talk about issues within history, culture, within the community. And what this has made them realize that they are important. Like they have the power and ability to make change. And they're smart and they're knowledgeable. Because a lot of these young people and I've been in the schools with them. I've sat in their classrooms with them. I've walked the hallways with them. I've had lunch with them in 3 or 4 different schools. And a lot of these students are being treated and like they're not welcome, right? And they're not human, right? They're not celebrating their culture. They're not looking at the teachers and school administrators, like the youth, they don't care about us. They don't even meet with us to talk about courses to take. They don't tell us about college, right? And this happened to me 10 years, 15 years ago, right? See, it's happened to people. This has been taking place. This has been going on for years. For years, right? And it's like, we have to do something. Like, we really have to change the way we as educators go into these classrooms, and I don't have the solution. If I had the solution, I would chill. I would do some consulting right now. No, I wouldn't do consulting. I'd still be the commuter. But if you had the answer and the solution, this problem would be solved already, right? And there's many ways that we can go to approach and address this issue. And now I'm looking at being a pre-service teacher, being a teacher within Iowa State. Like, I never thought I'd have so much fun teaching a pre-service course. Like, I enjoy teaching it. Because, like I tell in my class all the time, like, the stuff that I'm teaching and the syllabus that I've created, it's stuff that I believe is important for you all to know. And I've watched it have an impact and a change amongst young people in communities, right? Like, so, and I tell my class, like, if you, and it's challenging, it's difficult reading. I mean, it's
yeah,
it's
a little dense.
It's gradual level. It's gradual level readings. Like, I give them all grad level stuff. So we're gonna wrestle with this. We're gonna learn, right? I know you all are knowledgeable. You all are powerful. You all are smart, right? We can do this. So it's like, I feel like they need this information, because if you all walk into a classroom and you don't have this type of awareness or this lens to look at students from a different way, I'm doing a disservice to these students in the school, right? These students, I'm not doing my job, right? I'm not, because I know it, I've experienced it, I've researched it, and I've gone through it, and it's important that we have some critical, different way of viewing the education system and viewing teaching and viewing education. Like, it goes beyond the classroom, right? It goes into community, state, government, right? It's complex. So